Good afternoon. I'm Callum and this is Adam, and today we're introducing to you the b-spork. The b-spork is a recycled plastic bowl and spork ideal for camping, which has been brought to you in a way which avoids detrimental impact on the environment.
The b-spork, we went through several different design areas. Originally we were going to do cutlery set, but we decided that the cutlery set wasn't suitable because it was a bit too simple as a project. And we went into a camping area, especially as it was festival season. And originally for the b-spork we had a bowl with a spork which would snap off when it needed to be used. But we decided that although it was a good idea, because of the plastic we were making it out of, which was high impact polystyrene, it would make it a disposable product rather than a reusable one because you couldn't reattach the spork. Then our partner Chris came up with a clip idea. Unfortunately he isn't here today, but we came up with a clip idea to attach the spork to the bowl, and we went away and took off the snapping off altogether because we decided it was unsuitable. We went through several different sporks. Originally we were going to have this one, but we decided in our making that it didn't actually fit the function, and the size of it meant that it would bend too much when we decided to attach it to the bowl. So we decided on our final bowl and spork. Right.
So the product itself is made out of recycled high-impact polystyrene, and it has several functions. It's light and compact, everything's together in one package. So when you're looking for your spork and bowl, they're already there together. And it's easy to be packed away, and it's light, so it can be moved around easily. The fact that it's made out of recycled plastic largely reduces the impact it has on the environment. And not only is it made out of recycled plastic, it itself can then be recycled as well as the car packaging around it.
So if you want, we have a second one. This one isn't as good. That's why we're using it for display. But it takes off like this, and we use the clips for the packaging. And then that comes off like that. And you have the bowl and the spork.
And that bit there's a spoon, is it?
No, we put a bowl into here. It's only a shallow bowl, but we decided it would be enough for the purpose it was.
You can actually see the mould we used, and what we did is we heated up the plastic itself and then made it into the mould around the area here, and then got the top bit, lined it up and pressed it down so that this would push the bowl sort of shape into the spork there to make it curve. The brand image is something very important to us. We felt we needed to make an impact on people as soon as they looked at the product. So what you can see here is several different images. On the packaging itself is a jungle image. On the article we have a mountainous sort of snowy image, and then on our display here we have a sand dunes image. And we really wanted to focus on getting the right image for the name of the product and the slogan. So we stuck with something very simple. It's simply the name in this sort of tan orange colour, in a very basic font, so it's not hard to read. It's just striking, very simple. And the slogan is above it: look after your favourite places.
The look after your favourite places came from the idea that because it was camping and it was recyclable, you'd, by investing in a recycled product, you'd be looking after the places that you were going to visit whilst you were camping in the first place. There's a paragraph on the side of the packaging about that, if you want to read it. We also, do you want to talk about the prices?
Yeah, the cost of the product was quite challenging because at the current time you're making about £1 an hour with everything already set up. Now, the minimum wage currently is about £5.93, so that's around about £6. So to make a 100% profit margin, it would have to be priced at £12 at the current time, which is quite expensive for simply a camping bowl and a spork. If the product was to go into something like batch or mass production, we could use injection moulding for the spork and the bowl with the clip on the side. After that, the cost would be considerably reduced because there'd be more products being made per worker, so it could be brought to a price below £5, which is far more reasonable.
We also decided that if we were going to go into mass production, we could not vacuum form, we could injection mould the bowl and the spork in one go, including the clip. So we wouldn't have the problem of the clip breaking off, unfortunately. But it might be a bit difficult to injection mould it, but we feel as though it would, and it might need some redesigning for injection moulding process, but we felt as though it would work for that.
The clip currently is, it was simply cut out on the laser cutter as a small rectangular piece of hips, and then we used the strip heater to bend it in the correct places, and then use anodite epoxy resin to attach it onto the side of the bowl, which makes it nice and strong so it shouldn't break off easily. The spork, as we've shown you, we used a mould after heating it up. Before that it was cut out on the laser cutter, and before that as well, the bowl itself has been made on the vacuum former with this mould here, which we have the main area, this is the bowl area, and then we've got a circle around the outside to form the dip on the bowl around the edge.
The packaging, we decided, because we wanted to avoid as much as possible making unnecessary waste, we decided to go for a one-piece packaging, which would just be a sleeve like this, which would attach. Unfortunately, we didn't have the equipment to be ideally making this in one piece and printing straight onto the card, which we would use screen printing ideally in an industrial scale to get that to be in one piece. So, and that means also that we only then have actually two materials going into the whole product, which plays on the recyclability of it.
So we talked about the environmental impact. It's very small because obviously this is a recycled material for the plastic. The card itself could also be recycled card in the future, but also the whole thing itself can be recycled after you're finished using it. Are there any questions?
Why did you choose a round bowl? Did you look at different shapes, or did you think that actually?
Originally, because of the snap-off idea, we had an idea where the rim would be cut out for the snap-off spork, and that would allow a holding place underneath. And ergonomically, that makes it an easier bowl to handle in when you're carrying it around and holding it. So that we then didn't change the shape of the bowl simply because it made it more recognisable as a bowl, and we carried it on like that.
I suppose my question is about the spork,
Yeah.
and did you consider the handle end being the spoon, so that when you are using it as a spoon, you're not going to be cutting yourself on the fork prongs?
We did consider that, but we decided, because Callum went on 10 tours recently, and he has a spork with the bowl on the handle, but he found that when he was eating beans, for example, the spoon would get messy, and then when you wanted to use the spork, you get your hands covered in beans.
It's an either or.
Is the word sport well-known word?
Very much so,
It's
yeah.
used in camping.
Yeah, very much.
Sport, really? Okay. And why b-spork?
Originally, b-spork, we were trying to brainstorm names, and we came up with b-spork, and it was originally joke. We were joking, and we came up with b-spork, but then it started to grow on us, and we decided that it was quite representative of our product, and it was simple, and it could be fit into a conversation without.
So what's the B?
The B is for the bowl, and you've got spork.
I was thinking bespoke.
So what did you decide the retail prices for this?
It would have to be £12 currently because you can make about 1 an hour with minimum wage. But if it was to go, like we said, to mass production, it would be considerably less.
Very good.